Kicker Dustin Hopkins set to get this one going. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And with the play clock about to expire, Kyle Shanahan's going to use a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. He's checking.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it a second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw again on second down, Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line, 38-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
11.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 35-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
That's a gain of 6.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. They'll try and run here with Mostert. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
4th down and 1.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try it now with Mostert, and he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Out of the gun, Smith. This one complete to Kelvin Harmon. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough. That's going to set him back 5 yards. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
The ball carrier.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Here we go.
2nd and 14.
11.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Mostert.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. And we got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. He'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Peyton Barber.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
On the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and...
They'll run here with Barber.
The 49ers 44-yard
And
line.
he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Peyton Barber, the ball carrier.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Third.
Steps away. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And now look at him go. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game.
Kickoff for San Francisco.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
3rd down.
3rd and 2, Smith. He'll find Gibson here complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down. From the gun, here's Smith. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Intended for
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Second and 10, Smith again. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. There he goes left side. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, when both guys went up for the ball, I just thought, who's going to come down with it? I didn't think he'd come down with it and then take it all the way for a touchdown.
That's battling, isn't it? Because normally, if both guys go up for it and come down with it, the tie goes to the offense. The defensive player didn't want it to be a tie at all. He wanted a little bit more, took it, and went the other direction.
And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. It's a run with Mostert. They'll try and run it in with Coleman. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
The score, Niners 12. Washington, nothing. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Looking to go back to Thomas again, and that'll make it 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens.
4th down.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They're going to go for it. It's Smith. Got an open man. It's Harmon. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The final shot here before break. Smith slings this deep from McLaurin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. This will make it into the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
On the stop. A gain of 4 yards. And the Washington 1st down.
Here's McKissick. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They will run it. It's McKissick. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Washington.
They'll try the air now with Smith. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. A shotgun snap for Smith. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. A carry now for McKissick. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
A gain of 4 yards. It's now 4th down.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th. Smith. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. They'll run with McKissick. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. They'll bring out 4 receivers. 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
Now it's Smith. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Washington.
From 6 yards away. And Washington able to make this a close game again.
Big score. First step in their attempt to climb back into this game.
Yes, but still some work to do as they get within a score here. Extra point good by Hopkins. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 2.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington.
A gain of 15. First down, Washington.
Right back to him on first down. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
This is third down.
Now it's Smith. This will be caught at about the 6. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Give him 3 on the gain there. Second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Back to throw. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Logan Thomas, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And Washington has taken the lead.
There it is, partner. You see it. 4 fingers. What does that mean?
4 fingers. That signifies the fourth quarter's here.
That's right. Who's going to dominate? Usually both teams are holding them up. We own the fourth quarter, what we found out so far. 2 touchdowns here, and now they've taken the lead.
Yeah, second one putting them in front. You know what I see on the other sideline, though? It seems like they've tensed up, had that lead. They were playing not to lose it, and they've lost it.
That's a great observation. When you play not to lose, you usually don't win.
Now, though, they'll have the opportunity to respond. Smith now to throw. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the fourth. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you.
And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the Niners' 30-yard line.
They'll go again with McKissick. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
The ball carrier.
And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 22-yard line.
Smith going to throw it. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Complete.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
6-yard line.
Now Smith. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Solomon Thomas in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game. So it's Washington getting the victory here. And it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though. A few sweaty palms, not just for the team, but for their fans. As you mentioned, down going into the 4th quarter. How about the rally? How about the comeback? Getting it done on both sides of the ball, holding them when they needed to, and finding ways to get points when they had the football.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara.